In this video, we will present the Excel template of the Vcio framework that is part of this course. It is your tool to start implementing practical ethics regarding your application. The template is a powerful yet easy way to start your ethics journey. If you want to follow the presentation with your personal copy of the template, you can download it in this chapter. First, I will give a short overview of the template's structure. This will be familiar to you if you have already had a look at the course. Second, we will dive into the details of each part of the template. And then, I'll explain some procedures for working with the template. So let's start with the first worksheet. The first worksheet is dedicated to the AI label, one of the framework's main goals and advantages. The AI label is the summary of all your ethics evaluations and the one tool to communicate the trustability of your application to the outside world, regulators, consumers, and citizens. The AI label sheet includes 3 parts that you can adapt to your specific application. On the left side, you can fill in your company and your specific application. The middle section is dedicated to the different values that form your evaluation's ethical backbone. The values proposed by the framework are already here: transparency, accountability, privacy, justice, reliability, and environmental sustainability. Of course, you can add other values that are suitable for your application. The values are graded from A to F and display the strength or grade of the respective values' fulfillment. On the right side, you see the listed criteria you can define as representative for your application. We recommend choosing not more than 4 criteria, but of course, you may select additional ones. On the following 6 worksheets, representing the 6 values proposed by the framework, you can list and monitor your indicators and observables. For every indicator shown in the white field, the respective observables can be filled with a rating from A to F, matching the listing in the AI label worksheet. The last ratings, D to F, allow specifying the weights of shortcomings regarding the value's violation. For every indicator, a weight selection field is added that allows reaching a more specific rating for the minimal requirements approach. The minimum threshold for an indicator can be numerically evaluated between 1 and 20, which means 4 times 5 maximum weight. The last worksheet is dedicated to the risk matrix, the framework's starting point, that decides if an ethics evaluation has to be done or not. Ideally, the different classes of the risk matrix should be given by a regulatory authority. Yet, since many authorities do not have compulsory regulations or established classes, it will be a company's task to define these classes. The framework integrates 5 classes, starting with Class 0, which states no ethics rating is required, Classes 1 to 3 that indicate different levels of AI risk, and Class 4 where the risk is too high to use AI. How can I work with the template step by step? The first step in this ethics evaluation is to define the classes. Therefore, you start with the risk matrix, which decides whether you need to perform an assessment or not. If this has been decided, in the next step, you define the important values for your application and note these values in the AI label worksheet. In this course, you learn different ways how to do this systematically. Of course, the values have to be monitored, adapted, and changed if needed. In the next step, you fill in the values worksheets and the respective criteria derived from these values. You can then complement the criteria with respective indicators and observables. Since in the framework everything depends on everything else, working with the Excel template is an ongoing process where every level has to be monitored and adapted if needed.